Whittward Carver, the fish and chips fiasco. Picture this. Ahmed's Fish and Chips, a bustling local chippy on a Friday night. The air is thick with the scent of fried fish and the hum of lively conversation. Among the regulars, two figures stand out like sore thumbs. Our hoity-toity couple. Lord and Lady Snootington. They've traded their posh dinner parties for a night out with the common folk, eager to prove they're just as down-to-earth as the rest of us. Lord Snootington, with his monocle and tweed jacket, and Lady Snootington draped in pearls and a fur stole, waltz into the chip shop with all the grace of a pair of swans in a duck pond. They scan the menu, their brows furrowed in confusion. "What's a cod, dear?" Lady Snootington asks, her voice dripping with condescension. "I believe it's a type of fish, darling," Lord Snootington replies, adjusting his monocle. "Quite common, I'm told." They approach the counter, where Ahmed stands, a bemused smile on his face. "What can I get for you tonight?" he asks, his voice warm and welcoming. "We'll have 2 of your finest cods, please," Lord Snootington declares, as if ordering a vintage wine. "And some of those potato sticks." Ahmed raises an eyebrow. "You mean chips?" Yes, of course. Chips," Lord Snootington says, trying to sound casual. "And perhaps a spot of that red sauce I've heard so much about." "Ketchup?" Ahmed asks, his smile growing wider. Indeed. "Ketchup," Lord Snootington confirms, nodding sagely. As they wait, Lady Snootington surveys the condiment station with a look of mild horror. "Do they not have a waiter to apply the sauces?" she whispers to her husband. "I believe it's a do-it-yourself affair, darling," Lord Snootington whispers back, trying to maintain his composure. Their order arrives, and the Snootingtons take their trays to a table, looking as out of place as a pair of penguins in the Sahara. They eye their food warily, unsure where to begin. "I say, this cod looks rather battered," Lady Snootington remarks, poking at it with her fork. "It's supposed to be, darling," Lord Snootington explains, trying to sound knowledgeable. "It's part of the experience." They take tentative bites, their faces a study in contrast. Lady Snootington wrinkles her nose, while Lord Snootington tries to look impressed. "Quite unique," he manages to say. Meanwhile, the regulars are watching with amusement. Old Mrs. Johnson, ever the mischief maker, decides to have a bit of fun. She sidles up to the Snootingtons, her eyes twinkling with mischief. "You know, the real trick is to dip your chips in the vinegar," she says, her voice conspiratorial. "It's like a secret handshake among the chippy elite." The Snootingtons exchange a glance, then dive in, dousing their chips in vinegar. They take a bite, their faces contorting in shock. "Oh dear God," Lady Snootington gasps, her eyes watering. The regulars erupt in laughter, and even Ahmed can't help but chuckle. The Snootingtons, for their part, take it in stride, their cheeks flushed with embarrassment, but their spirits undampened. "Well, darling," Lord Snootington says, dabbing at his lips with a napkin. "It seems we've had quite the adventure tonight." "Indeed, dear," Lady Snootington agrees, her eyes twinkling. "And perhaps we'll leave the chippy to the experts next time." As they leave, the regulars give them a round of applause. The Snootingtons might not have mastered the art of the chip shop, but they've certainly provided a night's entertainment, and that, my friends, is the tale of the fish and chips fiasco. A reminder that sometimes the best way to fit in is to stand out. Just be prepared to get a little vinegar in your eyes. Until next time, cheerio.